Terence Murray. Lewis GM is a former Queensland Police Commissioner who was convicted and jailed for corruption and forgery as a result of the Fitzgerald Inquiry. He was stripped of his knighthood and 2 other awards in consequence. Lewis has continued to protest his innocence, and sued his former lawyers and pursued appeals. However, his appeals failed in August 2005. History: Lewis was inducted as a police officer in 1949. As a senior constable, Lewis was in charge of the Juvenile Aid Bureau. He was implicated in the National Hotel scandal. Lewis was also a close associate of the corrupt former police commissioner Francis Bischoff and was allegedly one of his bagmen. Informant Shirley Bryfman said the collect boys were Lewis, Murphy and Hallahan that went to Bischoff. Former Royal Commissioner Donald Stewart observed that in 1976, Lewis was plucked from well-deserved obscurity by Bjelke Peterson to be his vassal, to do his bidding, lawful or otherwise. Initially, Lewis was promoted to the rank of Assistant Police Commissioner to Ray Whitrod. However, Whitrod refused to work with him and resigned in protest when Bjelke Peterson insisted on Lewis's appointment. Lewis served as police commissioner from 1978 to 1987, receiving a knighthood, but was dismissed by Police Minister Bill Gunn in September 1987. By 1980, Detective Jack Herbert had become Lewis's bagman, but he later became a major informant against Lewis and others at the Fitzgerald Inquiry. Assistant Commissioner Graham Parker also confessed to corruption and implicated Lewis on 16 September 1987. Following the end of the Fitzgerald Inquiry, Lewis was charged in 1989 with 23 counts of perjury, corruption, and forgery. After hearing evidence over 5 months, and having deliberated for 5 days, a district court jury found that although Lewis had not lied to the inquiry, he had accepted bribes totaling $700,000 to protect brothels, SP bookmakers, illegal casinos and inline machine operators, and to prevent poker machines being legally introduced in Queensland. He was also found to have forged Bjelke Peterson's signature on an official police document in 1981. Jail. Judge Healy sentenced Lewis to the maximum jail term possible, 14 years on the 15 corruption charges and 10 years on the forgery charge, to be served concurrently, fixed a non-parole period of 9.5 years, and fined Lewis $50,000 on each of the corruption charges. Lewis was paroled in 2002 after serving 10.5 years. He has continued to protest his innocence, suing his former lawyers and pursuing further appeals. However, his appeals failed in August 2005. Awards and honors. Lewis received the following honors: Churchill Fellowship in 1968 for his work with the Juvenile Aid Bureau. In March 1993, the Queen stripped Lewis of the awards of Knight Bachelor, Officer of the Order of the British Empire and Queen's Police Medal for Merit. Lewis became only the 14th person since the 14th century to be stripped of his knighthood. He retained the George Medal, which was awarded for gallantry, and the National Medal awarded for service.